What's up, guys? It's Sebastian, SubTH1 here, and we're back with more Bravely Default Flying Fairy. Last time, we went a little bit longer than necessary, but we took on some more side bosses, which gave us more jobs, even though I already have them. We took down Dandy De Rosa, aka the Red Mage, who was brainwashing girls with his cologne, and Adia fell prey to it. We then went over to the northern village and found Inhert, whatever her fucking name is. She's the Valkyrie. And Adia beat her down, and she laid dead. Now, we went over to the hidden sanctuary, where Olivia was, Anya's best friend, the only friend she had. But then the person who won the festival last time when we tried to call out to Olivia, named Victoria, and her compatriot Victor came up and killed her. We fought them, but they stayed around, and then they ran because Victoria had a little incident. And then we saw Olivia pass away. The air is still. The sound is silent. Let us press on. It seems our goal Oops, I went the wrong way. Our goal is not back at Anchime. I'm in a forum, but it is the water crystal this time. Let's go.
Wait, something isn't right. The air is charged. It's totally different from before.
Look, there, in the crystal. Rusalka! That's Rusalka, purveyor of doom!
It's the same as the last time.
We can't awaken the crystal until we're rid of the beast, Agnes! Then I have no choice. I must do this!
It's a watery boy! Oh, we got a crit on that. This just should end it. Literally.
Good. We're ready to begin the rite. All set, Agnes? I'll go over the process for the ritual once more, just to be sure. To awaken it, you must set your own life force to resonate with the crystal's natural rhythm. Focus your prayers on the crystal and don't stop, Agnes. If it works as it should, we'll soon see dramatic results. I know I said it before, but be sure you don't stop before it's done. Keep praying until I give the signal to stop, no matter what. The flow of the crystal's energy could reverse and explode out of control. Is all of that clear, Agnes? I understand. You needn't repeat yourself.
Agnes,
If it does go berserk, do we get a second chance at the ritual?
No second chances, which is why it's so important you all stay out. All right, Agnes, let's begin. Right. Not yet! Just a little longer! More! Keep going! Still not enough! You can do this! Stop! That's it!
You're gonna learn to hate those words, by the way, when she says it.
Yes! It's done! The water crystal is awakened! You did amazing, Agnes!
Agnes, are you all right? She's completely exhausted.
I'm fine. No cause for worry. That makes 2 crystals. We're halfway there.
Agnes, you need to rest. You've been pushing yourself this whole time.
I told you. I'm fine. Please, spare me your concern. I have to do this. I have to do it alone. Lady Matriarch, the sea! Its waters are clearing!
Oh, it's the guidance of the Vestal. Praise be to her. Lady Vestal, the oceans herald your return to us. I take it for a sign the water crystal, too, is returned to its pure state. What joy! And the Vestal of water, is she not with you as well?
Olivia Oblige, Vestal of Water, has given her life in the service of the crystals.
No, but that can't. I had thought certainly the clearing waters were her doing. Lost to us, gone from this world. What is Florum to do now? It is by your efforts Florum is spared from the Bloodrose Legion's venom. I give you the thanks of all Florum's people in the Vestal of Water's stead. The nation will not return to its chaste and proper ways overnight, I'm certain. But once a new Vestal is chosen, the people's hearts will unite behind her. Might I ask where your travels take you next, Lady Vestal?
I was told the Vestal of Fire is deceased. I must hurry to the fire crystal's side.
I see. Then beyond the sea, to Eisenberg and the Temple of Fire. If you follow the waters west of here, ever west, you will find it. First, cross the Miasma Woods, then to the shore of the Inner Sea. I shall make a mark of it upon your map. The seas are only newly tamed, and the journey is long. I pray you will be safe.
You're right on, yes. If you're forcing yourself, you don't. Are you so worried about me? Do I make you so worried? Of course I'm worried about you. After what happened, how could I not be? I am fine. I haven't the luxury of stopping to mope. When we first met, you were praying to that pendant of yours, weren't you? The sage gave this to me when I was a child. He said something I didn't properly understand, then handed it to me. What did he say? Have the courage to think and act on your own. And the courage to disobey as well. You should and should you ever face a danger beyond all hope, this pendant will be your salvation. What do you think he meant? I have no idea at the time. Even now, I cannot say that I understand any better. The sage is a mysterious man, and I trust his words were true. Now, that's enough talk. We ought to be moving. I don't think there's any other side quests here. I think I did them all. Yep, I did them all. Alright, so head towards my Miasma Woods and then back to the Echelon. Oh. Right. There's technically two entrances. Oh, I got poisoned. Okay, now we're through there.
Shall I cast off then?
Please.
Dark mood for a nice day's sailing.
Agnes, forgive me. For what? What happened to Olivia? I am partly to blame.
You may have fought for the duchy, but you've nothing to do with the one who killed Olivia.
But I do. That monster, the one they call the witch, Victoria. I knew of her.
Just who are you, Adia? Before, when that man attacked, Alternus, you knew him. Better than a simple soldier of the Sky Knights ought.
I hadn't intended to hide who I am, but I should have told you sooner. My father is Grand Marshal of the Eternian Forces, leader of the Council of Six.
What?
If the Council is in charge, and he leads the Council, your father's the head of the whole duchy!
Then the order to assassinate the Vestal of Water came from your father?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't blame you if you blame me for it, though.
You don't... You intend to stand there and feign heartache and innocence both? Perhaps it was you who communicated Olivia's hiding place to the duchy?
That's not... I wouldn't!
Perhaps you were a spy this whole time, deceiving us even now!
Anya, stop! We fought this far together. That means something. Don't doubt it.
Excuse me. I need rest. I ask that you leave me alone a while.
We're crossing into open water. Ah, over here, everyone! Feast your eyes upon this!
What's the matter?
Oh...
Oh my.
Chapter 3 Beloved Bonds.
What on earth is that?
A ship, perhaps? But it's too big.
And it's not moving.
I'll wager the women there frolic around in bathing suits all day long.
In your dreams, ring a bell.
What are we waiting for? Let's lodge there tonight.
Unacceptable. We've no time for distractions. We must awaken the fire crystal.
I am the one at the helm here, no? I'll make the call. Thank you very much.
That thing is enormous! How many echelons do you think would fit in there? Is it a ship? An island? Have we chanced upon the forbidden sanctuary of the Bikini tribe? Here's hoping that they're cannibals and with the taste of the land of first. If it looks like it has to be a ship. Some luxury cruise liner, maybe? It looks like what? Crew who? What are you talking about, Adia? It's like a super duper huge boat with every extravagance imaginable. Every cabin's a king's bedchamber, every meal a 5-star feast, you name it, they have it on board. Whoa, such a thing really exists. And here I've never even seen anything bigger than a crabbing ship. Tis, please, you're getting bumpkin all over my feral bikini woman fantasy. Grandship, the sinking state.
Wow! This ship has a whole town on board! Or should I say this town looks like a ship? I'm confused.
I can feel us rocking. It's floating all right.
Where are all the scantily clad girls? Oh, what a letdown.
Well, well, here's some faces I haven't seen before. New to the ship? Then the seas must have cleared up everywhere and not just here. Excellent news. Say, have any of you seen a lad by the name of Zatz? He's hurt and supposed to be staying off his feet, but he wandered off. If you see him, can you bring him back to the tavern? He's a scrawny, fidgety little fella, so you can't miss him. Thanks in advance.
So, we are in Grandship. We have a little bar over here, tavern. Isn't much of note up here right now. There's nothing to really do in here yet. To talk to her. Let's go to the north side of town.
At this rate, the shield bearers will lose the war. We need your help. Anything will do. Resources, manpower. Please aid us. I've traveled far to make this plea. What are we gonna do?
You wouldn't happen to be Zatz, would you?
Yeah, who's asking?
The tavern proprietress wanted us to find you. Let's go.
All right then, I'm coming. What a mess.
Now, before we actually go back, this is the main center of Grandship. There is a weapon shop. You can see it has new equipment. Magic shop. With some, I believe they add the raw spells here. I honestly have not paid attention. We got an adventurer, an inn, which we'll stay in a second, and the traditional item shop, you know. You see why I don't have that many ethers? Because ethers are the most expensive item in the game. Even more expensive than Phoenix Downs. It boggles my fucking mind. Anyway, to the inn. Oh, they're not gonna give me a party chat? That's rare. To the tavern!
What were you thinking roaming around in that state?
Like I said, it's not that bad. Just a little bruise on the ribs, that's all.
What were you asking the council for back there?
Aid. We need their support. I'm from the city of Eisenberg, far to the west of here.
Eisenberg. That's where the fire crystal is.
That's right. There was an uprising, and now we're in the middle of a civil war. The shield bearers are losing ground, and unless we can do something, we'll be defeated.
So, these shield bearers are the faction you're aligned with?
That's right. The shield bearers have served as the protectors of Eisenberg for centuries. But a few years ago, a group called the Sword Bearers rebelled. We've been at war ever since. They are but few in number, truth be told.
What? Why are the shield bearers losing to a smaller force?
The sword bearers we can handle, but they have powerful foreign mercenaries on their side.
Foreign mercenaries. They wouldn't happen to call themselves the Black Blades, would they?
Yeah, that's them. Wait, are you with those mercenaries as well?
No, don't worry. We mean you no harm.
Idea, are these Black Blade mercenaries linked to the Eternian forces?
Yes. The Black Blades is the moniker of the 1st Division of the Eternian Forces. My master's unit.
Zatz, can you tell us what happened to the Fire Vestal? We heard she had perished.
Yeah, the sword bearers got hold of her around 3 years ago.
She was killed?
Assassinated. When the bloody conflict reached an impasse, the sword bearers raided the Temple of Fire.
Sacrilege! What of the Vestaling, the Fire Vestal's successor?
There was one, but she met the same fate.
How awful.
It falls to me, then. We must hurry to the temple.
You're going to the Temple of Fire? You won't get anywhere near it now, I'm afraid. A few weeks ago, Mount Karka erupted, and the whole temple is a sea of lava now.
Nevertheless, we must find a way. Let us hurry to Eisenberg.
I don't suppose you could take me with you. My friends are waiting for my return.
Have you given up on finding support here?
The war will be over before too long. I can't afford to wait any longer.
Are you okay with us taking him aboard, Agnes?
Very well.
Thanks! I owe you one.
All right. I think she says something, actually. Come on, talk to her. I know you can. Well, you know, put that away. You're not paying for a thing. Yep, she's very nice. But yeah, that's Grandship. It's very short, but very to the point and sweet.
Eisenberg is far to the west of here. You'll see a little harbor when we hit land. We can go ashore there. The lads should be waiting for me in the area. Don't even think about landing on the north coast. The sword bearers hold sway up there, so it's dicey.
Okay, now there's a little lip of land.
Great! We made it! Leave the rest to me.
What's the plan?
The dock at the cottage we're heading to is too small to moor this ship. My mates will ferry us over in a smaller boat. It'll take a couple of trips.
Got it.
The house by the sea.
Zatz, you had us worried. Good to see you still in one piece.
Likewise, Dats. Looks like we're all here. Don't worry about the ship. This harbor is nice and sheltered, so it'll be fine. The peninsula hides it from any prying eyes on the open sea, too. How are you healing up, Dats?
I'm fine. Just a little sore back now. This body's tough as nails, as you can see. I'm lucky to still be breathing after facing the blade of that swordmaster, though.
Swordmaster?
What is it?
Oh, nothing.
Thanks for bringing Zatz back to us. We appreciate it.
Not at all. We'd have never made it ashore without Zats to navigate.
Hey, after seeing you in action, I have a favor to ask. Would you meet with our leader?
What's this about, Zats?
Listen, Dats. These guys are top-notch fighters. They were knocking the blocks off monsters like it was nothing.
To be fair, they assume that you have your encounter rate on normal and you get into one fight at least.
I couldn't get Grandship on our side, but with these guys to back us up, please, you've got to help the shield bearers. I'll never ask another thing of you.
You want us to help you win the war?
The sword bearers betrayed us, and they have the Fire Vestal's blood on their hands. Don't think they'll stop when they conquer Eisenberg. They plan to plunder other regions next. We can't let them run rampant. They must be stopped, and for that we need you.
Unacceptable.
Agnes?
We cannot afford to get caught up in a conflict now. We must awaken the crystal at the Temple of Fire. That is my task as a Vestal of the Crystals. We have no time to wage war.
You're a Vestal? You?
Agnes is the Wind Vestal. She's trying to save the world, so don't get in her way.
Ugh! What's that scrawny little thing?
A Christ fairy, they say. Gave me a start the first time I saw it as well.
You don't say. I never imagined a Vestal would be so young, or that she'd keep company with such an odd creature.
Hey, watch who you're calling odd. I might forgive you if you tell us how to get to the Temple of Fire.
The Temple of Fire? All the roads there were blocked by lava.
Our commander might know something. The shield bearers have been trying to find a way through for a while.
Well, whether we join forces with the shield bearers or not, let's at least talk with their commander, Agnes.
Alright, so. How are we doing right now? 30, yeah, okay, that's not bad.
All ready to go now? What's that? You have a question?
So you can ask him things. Ask about injuries, ask about them. So let's do these two and then we're gonna do that.
Me and Zats have been inseparable since we were tykes. We grew up in a village near here. In Eisenberg, everyone gets conscripted when they turn 18, men and women. The Civil War started just after we were called to muster. You want to know why we were picked to go to Grandship? I'm not really sure, but it's probably because we know this area so well. And it's not like the shield bearers have many options these days. There wasn't anyone better, I guess. This pirate getup is just so we could slip into Grandship without the sword bearers cottoning on. Well, that, and the fact that my uniform doesn't fit. All ready to go now? What? Worried about me, huh? Thanks for your concern. But I healed up while we were waiting for Zats to get back. Still get the odd ache, but that's it. When heading to this old house on the way to Grandship, we bumped into a band of mercenaries. And of course, one has to be the head of them. A sword master, no less. We didn't stand a chance. It was a slaughter fest. Those of us that survived were covered in wounds. I was bedridden for ages. Zats got off the lightest, so he went on to Grandship by himself. Not long after he set sail, the sea started turning bad. It was an ill omen. I'm so glad he made it back safe. I guess I have you to thank for that. All ready? Got it.
Something you want to ask? Eisenberg is a land dotted with many active volcanoes, of which Mount Karka is the largest. Thanks to all the volcanic activity, you can dig up precious metals and gems practically anywhere. This is the one place in the world where orichalcum can be mined. Impressive, huh?
Our main industries are mining, smelting, and gem working. All are connected to the fire within the earth that sustains us. But mining has ground to a halt due to the Civil War. So have trades that rely on it.
This realm was founded by the forces stationed here to protect the Temple of Fire and the Fire Vestal. Powerful garrisons guarded the north, south, east, and west borders. There was no mightier force in all the world at the time. Despite that, we never moved to attack our neighbors. We took pride in our defensive stance.
That's how we built a nation in this barren land, while protecting generations of fire vestals. Everyone was a devout follower of crystalism. Their faith was strong, and the fire vestal was honored above all others.
Something you want to ask? They say this realm was founded by a militia that formed to protect the fire vestal. This militia came to rule the land, and over many years split into two factions serving different purposes. The shield bearers protected the Temple of Fire and the Fire Vestal, while the sword bearers repelled any foreign invaders. This was... how long ago would it have been? Centuries at least. It was an age of peace for Eisenberg, with crystalism as the official religion and the Fire Vestal revered by all. Over time, the shield bearers and sword bearers changed into something akin to ideological groups.
The shield bearers fought only to protect the peace. Most people fell into this group. We may not act like it, but we have proper ranks too. I'm a corporal, as is Zatz here. The sword bearers sought to invade other realms and expand our territory. Of course, few harbor such radical ideas. Most turned a deaf ear to them. No one expected them to take up arms against their countrymen. And now these rebels have the upper hand against the shield bearers.
Something you want to ask? 4 years ago, 100,000 soldiers garrisoned in the north were wiped out. The work of the sword bearers. That triggered the civil war that still drags on now. The sword bearers slaughtered their own brethren. Their forces couldn't hold a candle to our own, but they hired scores of formidable mercenaries. These mercenaries were skilled and disciplined, and they fought with astonishing ferocity. The shield bearers still had a big edge in numbers, but we were no match for them.
That's not all. The mercenaries also taught the sword bearers a despicable practice. Use of a vile, inhumane weapon, toxic mist. They used it to eradicate our forces in the East City. In one night, we lost 100,000 soldiers. Deadly fumes hung over the entire battlefield. The land was rendered uninhabitable. But the sword bearers didn't stop there. They raided the Temple of Fire, and the Fire Vestal fell prey to them. Without the Vestal, the Fire Crystal could not be controlled, causing Mount Karka to erupt violently.
Since then, the shield bearers have been struggling just to defend our positions. At that point, things looked grim, so we headed to Grandship to seek reinforcements.
But we ran into the mercenary leader, and our squad was wiped out. We're all that's left. Now the sword bearers and shield bearers are locked in battle at Eisenberg. If they break our lines, the shield bearers will be routed. Until now, the sea routes were closed, so neither shield bearers nor sword bearers could be reinforced from outside. That's the only reason we've held out so long. Now that ships are running again, our future hangs by a thread.
Something you want to ask? Oh, okay then.
Okay. Now we got a little backstory. Dad's Strongberry is kind of an adorable name. Strawberry. Something funny about my name? What, I amuse you, girly? Oh, no, it's a lovely name. It's just very unusual. I'm sorry, I meant no offense. Just kidding. Did I lay a little thick? I haven't gotten mad at people making fun of my name since I was signed up. As that's Since you flattened 2 squads worth of jokers and got tossed to the brig. Yeesh. All 4 of us wound up there on the day we enlisted. Guess time mellows out even the rattiest of us, huh? All 4 of you? Yeah, it's been the 4 of us together, for better or worse, ever since the first brawl. It's been a while since I've seen Steiner and Newer. You figured they're alright? Sure, they were the commander. Why don't we show the vessel around and drop by?
Let's get going then. The shield bearers are based in the west, but we have to take the long way around.
We'll need to go south a bit first. Once we're through, head back northward.
Keep your eyes peeled as well. We could be set upon at any time.
Hey, Dats, where's the smoke rising over the coast? Oh, that's steam from a natural hot spring. A vein of magma erupts into the sea there, heating the water. Wow, real hot spring? Say the waters work wonders on the cuts and scrapes, even burns. And, see that cape out there? There's a mixed bath, everyone's in one big tub. Huh? Rainbow, where are you? Oh, he's nearly out of sight. Hey, pair of legs on that guy. Am I right to let him go? I'm gonna be hearing screams from the cave in no time. Yeah, have fun, nothing to worry about. Around this time, that's right. A mix ought to be mostly Valtora's in the bath right now. Hey, he's sprinting back this way. He's shouting something. Sounds like, I'll get you, Dats! He's crying. Ring a bell is truly best boy.
Hold it!
I sense danger. Watch out!
Nice footwork. You must have been training since we last met, my unworthy disciple.
Master.
Master?
So you are the sword master leading the mercenaries then? The head of the Black Blades, my old master. I wish it weren't so. I wanted to believe you were not capable of such a thing. Tell me, Master, what business have you aiding the sword bearers in their rebellion? Was it your intention to plunge this peaceful country into war?
I ask you back. Do you understand the gravity of what you have done? I hear you have taken up with a Vestal, and now you have released 2 crystals to run out of control. Foolish. You always did have a habit of running with your emotions, not seeing the big picture. You've not changed a bit.
What big picture? You cannot be so deluded as to think starting wars can be justified.
You are still a child if you are only able to see war as right or wrong. You are yet naive. I cannot allow a foundling such as yourself to meddle in the fate of the crystals. Though you are my disciple, and the beloved daughter of a dear friend, I will cut you down with my own blade if you continue this folly, and expose the world to danger.
Commander! Commander Kame-Izumi! The Swordbearer forces have started withdrawing!
What? Can they not understand such basic tactics? We have the Vestal within our grasp, but we cannot let our allies be run down like dogs. Call off the attack on the Shieldbearer headquarters. We must withdraw swiftly and go to the aid of the Swordbearers.
Yes, sir!
Wait! Master!
Idia, are you ready to face the consequences of your decision? If you still insist on defying me the next we meet, I shall slay you where you stand. Regardless of how you and I may will it, these are the grave circumstances we find ourselves in. Disciple of the Blade, no more of your insubordination will be tolerated. Understood?
Master.
Is that everyone?
Commander! The ship thought to be harboring the Wind Vestal has been sighted in the waters near Grandship.
The Wind Vestal has already arrived in these lands. I spoke with her myself a while ago, Barbarossa.
Oh? Please tell me you have not captured her yet. I would hate to miss out on that honor.
No, we did not get the chance. Some of our forces were retreating, so we opted to aid our allies as they withdrew.
Did you not think capturing the vessel should take precedence, Sword Master? This will not do. If we leave the Wind Vestal to her devices, we shall only repeat our failures in Kaldisla and Ansheim.
The Wind Vestal is here for the crystal. She is no threat while the way to the temple is closed. Given the state of the war, preventing losses is crucial. The Vestal can wait.
And how does your task progress, Kada? I hear the cleansing of the East City is not yet even half complete.
I'm doing all that I can. Things are going as well as can be expected.
Very well, then. Moving on, what is the situation at the Eisenberg Bridge, Praline?
Oh, me? Nothing's really changed there, I guess. I'm sure all the soldiers there are doing their best to make me happy, though. Those shield bearers just don't know when to quit. They won't let us cross the bridge. I put on a smile and sang my best, but nothing. They're a bunch of sourpusses. Oh well, if they can't appreciate my golden voice, it's their loss. Those poor, miserable shield bearers.
If you can keep the main contingent of the shield bearers pinned down, all shall go as planned.
Got it! I won't let you down. Praline a la mode never disappoints.
More importantly, have we found a way into the Temple of Fire?
He's talking to you, Konoe.
Speak up for a change, Konoe. Your movement is starting to get me down.
It is your killing of the fire vestal that blocked off the way to the temple, after all. I cannot fathom how one so imprudent came to lead a covert force.
I won't be called imprudent by a floundering fool like you. A report on my findings has already been submitted in writing. The way into the Temple of Fire via the southern route by way of the town of Hearthchild has also been blocked by lava, and it's not possible to get through. Via above-ground routes, we are looking into the possibility of the existence of secret passages used by temple worshippers. That is all.
Still can't talk unless disguised, hmm? That must keep you busy.
We should follow up on Konoe's report. Was there any way into the temple by sea?
We looked at a number of landing points, but it doesn't look possible. The coastline there is sheer palisades. All the low ground where a landing might have been possible was covered by lava. Not even I could bring a ship in safely there.
If we just sit idly by, the Wind Vestal will get there before us.
We must avoid that at all costs. Our objective at this time is to focus on finding a way into the temple. I wish all of you good luck in your endeavors. That will be all. You can return to your duties.
Kamizumi. We lost an entire squad to that swordsman alone. Thinking back on it, we probably only survived because he led us. He seems all calm and peaceful, but as soon as he draws that sword, he's a hurricane. Just talking about it has me all the wounds he gave me are throbbing. That same swordmaster and commander of the mercenary Black Blades is our Idia's teacher. I'm sorry, I guess that's another secret I kept from you, but I didn't want to believe the stories. If it's too painful for you, you're free to walk away, you know. No one is forcing you to join us on this journey. What? Honest, you don't have to say it like that. I fear I haven't the time to hesitate or leisure to doubt. We must press forward. Eisenberg.
Welcome, Wind Vestal. I see you have companions, too. Well met. I am Daniel Goodman, commander of the Shield Bearers. Dats has already filled me in. It seems we have you to thank for getting Zats back to us. Much appreciated.
The thanks are mutual. They helped us out as well.
You did well to repel the Swordmaster for one of your age. I am suitably impressed. With you on our side, we may well turn the tide. It would certainly rally the troops.
We did not fight him off. Our opponent withdrew, and we have not come here to join your war. A Vestal such as I cannot take part in such conflict. Please do not misunderstand.
Oh, I see.
You could have been a bit less blunt, Agnes.
But I...
Well then, to what do we owe the honor of your presence?
My task here is to awaken the fire crystal. Once that is done, I intend to leave this realm immediately.
Oh, so you have come to quell the seething magma in place of the late Fire Vestal.
Exactly. That is why we need your help. Do you know of a way into the temple?
We are doing all we can to find one, but we have not found a way through the lava yet.
I see.
I am sorry we could not be of more help. We will, of course, do all we can to aid you. A way in shall be found.
You would do that? Even though we cannot fight in your war?
Of course. The Shield Bearers welcome the Vestal and her companions. Feel free to rest your travel-weary bones in town. Dats, show them the way.
Forgive us for not being able to lend a hand.
Not at all. Leave the fighting to us soldiers. It is our job, after all.
So we got an adventure here. There is also, I believe, a shop right here. Oh, no, it's not. At least not yet. Commander Goodman really lives up to his name, huh? Down to earth and understanding. Right? Everyone here loves him. Soldiers and townfolk alike respect him too. He's the reason the shield bearers have held together this long. He's the glue. He practices what he preaches. He's a paragon of self-defense. We never fight to take anything from anybody else, ever. So Tiz, mind if I ask what's got the Vestal and Indian all in a bunch? Oh yeah, it's kind of... Girls are complicated things, and it's foolish. It's a foolish man who asks too many questions. Yeah, it certainly sounds complicated. Alright, we got one more stop. Heartschild, town of the shield bearers.
Welcome to Heartschild, bastion of the shield bearers. Make yourselves at home.
Whoa, the heat is incredible. Is this town in danger of being swallowed by the lava too?
If it gets any worse, we may have to think about evacuating. Ever since the fire vestal passed into the light, Mount Karka has been raging without cease.
The women of this town must be made of strong stuff to put up with this. I could see myself falling for a strong woman. You might even say I favor them. This is the place I have been seeking.
Here we go again.
You're a funny fellow, Ring-a-Bell. I'm going on ahead to the commander's residence. Once you've seen the town, you should come and join us. It's that building you can see in the middle of town. Catch you later, then.
Okay. This town is awash with sadness. I never truly knew the depths of war's tragedy. It creates nothing, brings happiness to no man. Why do we persist in this madness? Because both sides have beliefs they can't let go, I suppose. Something so precious that it warrants the deaths of countless innocent people. The world is faced with a crisis dire as it's ever seen, and this is what we are doing. Humans fight to secure peace as they envision it. The trouble is, everyone's vision is different. Fear cannot understand it. However, lofty the ideals of sword and shield, the fact remains that they are engaged in murder. Wherever people gather, emotions run high. Justice and truth are subjective. Where the majority has reached consensus, it's difficult for any one person to resist. Even so, I don't want to be the sort of person who just accepts all that is given. Me neither. At the very least, I swear I will take no woman for granted. I'll give it my all, always. And there's the sad, strange Ring-a-Bell we all know and love again. So we got the inn there, the adventurer. Up here we have the regular item shop. You can see nothing really has changed. You can see our magic shops. Our weaponry. Or a chocolate mill. So let's stay in the inn. It's probably wasting money, but whatever.
Ah, you've arrived. We've been waiting for you. Allow me to introduce you. This is the commander's wife, Eleanor.
Welcome to our humble abode, Windvestal. We are honored to receive you and your companions.
Such beauty! Commander Goodman is a very lucky man. Very lucky indeed.
You are kind to flatter me so. Thank you.
It is no mere flattery. I speak from the heart.
Shut your trap, Ring-a-Bell.
My husband has told me to receive you and your companions as guests of state, Vestal. Please make yourselves at home. Unfortunately, in a time of war, the hospitality I can provide is limited.
Oh, there's no need to go to any trouble for us.
I'll prepare some dinner now. It should be ready in a little while.
She seems nice.
The commander is so busy with the war effort, he rarely has time to come home to his lovely wife. I sure hope this war is over soon.
What if you surrendered? That would put an end to the fighting, at least.
Surrender is not an option. Please consider your words before you speak, Vestal. Even if we did surrender, and this war ended with the sword-bearers victorious, they would only seek to invade other realms to gain more territory. In other words, others would face the terrors of war next. That is why we must fight.
You are right. Thank you all for your patience. Dinner is served. The dining hall is this way.
Ring a bell? Where are you off to? Off he goes.
No doubt he spotted another pretty girl. He'll be back before too long. This is most regrettable. Most regrettable indeed. The Wind Vestal was as good as ours.
Are you well enough to be here, Victoria?
I am stronger than I appear. Much stronger than you, in fact. Is that not right, Victor?
Just so, Victoria. Alternus pales in comparison to you. Of this, there is no doubt.
See, you have no place being concerned for my well-being, Alternus.
Moving on. We have word from the Black Blades regarding the whereabouts of the Wind Vestal, Lord Marshal. The Wind Vestal has traveled to Eisenberg. She is likely seeking out the Fire Crystal.
So, she aims to awaken all the crystals.
We should have had the Fire Crystal in our possession already. However, the Black Blades slaughtered the Fire Vestal, and since then appear to have done nothing but twiddle their thumbs.
If we captured the Temple of Fire, without first crushing the shield bearers, the battle would shift to the temple. The crystal could be destroyed in the process. That is no doubt what Kami Izumi aims to avoid. Our goal is to wield ultimate control over the crystals. Therefore, the shield bearers must first be purged.
I hear that you and the Swordmaster are old friends, your lordship. This must be why you place such faith in him.
Oh, that is the first I've heard of this.
I trust him more than any other man. And the Black Blades that he commands are the elite of the elite. The Vestal will never defeat them. They will see their mission through to the end.
Are you sure you do not overestimate them? I could raise that whole realm to the ground in 3 days.
Do not get carried away, Victoria. You have already faced defeat at the hands of the Wind Vestal once.
How dare you! I'll not stand to be insulted by the likes of you, Alternus.
I merely speak fact. Unlike you, the Swordmaster can do more than simply destroy.
Did you hear that, Victor? What a loathsome man.
Just so. Please, refrain from using such language against Victoria, Alternus.
What?
If you do not, you risk coming to harm. See?
You cast your magic on me?
Are you all right, Alternus? I am afraid it seems my warning came a bit too late.
Relax. I can do more than simply destroy. See? You'll survive. But know this. My spells can scatter your body to the 4 winds at a moment's notice.
Just you try it. Care to see which is faster? Your magic, or the time it takes me to skewer you on my sword?
Alternus! Surely you would not turn your blade on Victoria? If you did, I would be forced to act. There is no surer way of finding death than that!
Cease this! The both of you! This is the Council of Six. We meet for earnest deliberation. I will not tolerate further bickering.
Sir.
Understood.
We will leave the matter of the Wind Vestal to Commander Kamiizumi. If anyone objects, speak now. Nobody? Then it is settled. We are done for today. Alternus, get your wounds tended to.
Oh, ow, 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 ow. Where were you off to at this hour, ring a bell?
I saw the most exquisite girl and followed her out of town. She was a fine specimen indeed.
You're incorrigible, ring a bell. So, what's all the moaning about? Did you hurt yourself?
Yes, I was on the receiving end of a rather sharp whack. It seems my advances were unwanted.
Oh, makes sense.
Morning! Oh, when did you get back, Ring a Bell?
Before dawn. Ow, ow!
This is hardly the time to go wandering off, you know.
Well, what's our next move? We're at a loose end until we find a way into the Temple of Fire.
I'll try to find my own way in. Right! I think it's best if we split up to cover more ground. Time is of the essence after all.
We shield bearers haven't just been loafing around here. We've already tried everything we can think of. We looked into landing from the sea, and we even tried cooling the lava. None of our attempts were successful. If we had an airship, we could sail in no problem, of course.
Perhaps we could go and awaken the Earth Crystal first. I don't think we'd make it into Eternia, where the Earth Crystal lies. It's surrounded by craggy peaks, so there's no way in on foot. When I was sent to Kaldisla, I boarded a high-powered airship owned by the Duchy. Even if we repaired the echelon, I don't think it could make the trip.
We're stuck, then.
Are you telling the whole truth, Adia? You're not hiding anything from us again?
No need to be rude, Agnes. Instead of just standing around, why don't we lend a hand to the shield bearers?
You mean that? We could certainly use the help, but are you sure?
No, we are not. So you want to go to war now, Tiz?
No. I want to help them end this war as soon as possible.
It sounds like more meddling in the business of strangers to me.
And why not? We have no other way forward. And yet, before us stand a multitude who need our help. We cannot turn a blind eye to them.
I agree with Tiz. Sign me up.
Really? It would mean going up against your master, leader of the Black Blade mercenaries.
It is clear from what I have heard that the shield bearers are the white, and the sword bearers are the black in this case.
Black and white? What do you mean?
It is just how I see things. Black and white, good and evil.
Oh, so you see us as the good guys. Can't argue with that.
I'm with you too, Tiz. These damsels in distress must be rescued from the ravages of war.
Trust you to make it about that. Tiz.
I hope you'll join us too, Agnes. I promise we won't get too mixed up in this conflict. We're more likely to find a lead by traveling around than simply waiting here, anyway. Come with us.
Great. Let's go talk to the commander then.
So what do you think of Eleanor's cooking? Pretty good, right? Absolutely. The sausage was so tender and juicy. Potatoes en gratin were like gooey dreams. It was all delicious. It sounds like she rolled out all the classics. There are wartime staples. You eat them a lot? As you can see, this isn't the most fertile patch of land. Potatoes are all that we grow. And meat shortages will mean we're always padding out the sausage with something. Ah, more impressive then, that such a feast came from meager supplies. No doubt it was her love for me that gave it such flavor. Yeah, I bet. I'm sure poor Eleanor's got plenty of love stocked up now, with her husband away. But the commander's stuck out on front lines. He rarely gets home these days. I just feel awful for her. She's stuck in that big house all alone. Well, I hope we can pitch in and help her out somehow. Dia, care to guess who I was just with? Curious? It's quite the surprise. Fine. Tell me about this woman you met. I'll put up for you for a while. So, last night we came across the most unusual lady. She was crawling along the walls and ceilings. What? What kind of girl was this? I couldn't say, an acrobat or something? I expect. An acrobat, I suppose she could have been practicing. Or perhaps she was on patrol. Normal girl keeping her home safe. Make her sound like a guard dog, gecko thing. And wait, why were you in her house? Ow. Just remembering the feel of her elbow strike has me all flutter. I can't keep up. Oh, it's all so hilarious. So, that being said, we are a little bit up past the time limit I usually like. So next time on Bravely Default, we will be continuing our little adventure here by going to help the shield bearers out. And that also goes for my stream people who, well, there's no one right now, but that being said, I will continue this sometime soon, probably tomorrow, for the people on stream. But for people on YouTube, should be the same thing tomorrow for wherever this video goes up. Should be another video. So, I will see you guys next time. Peace, and have a good one.